Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you again for tuning into Ask the Pastors. My name is Pastor David Whitmore, and we are here tonight to answer your prayer requests and to answer your questions. Before we go any further, I'd like you to hit that like button, hit the share button, and let someone know that you are tuned in to Ask the Pastors. This program goes all over the world, and we want to make sure that we reach as many people as we can with the gospel of Jesus Christ. Again, I say thank you to you. I'm so glad you tuned in. If you have any prayer requests or if you have any questions, please type them in the comment section below and we will get to them ASAP. Well, I've got a treat for you tonight. I have my pastor on tonight. And how many of you know that it is just a pleasure when your pastor takes time out of his day to entreat you and to be a part of something that the Lord has laid on your heart? So, without further ado, I'm going to bring on to the program my pastor, Pastor Marlon Saunders, who is a senior pastor of Heritage Christian Center, and he is sitting right there right now in the sanctuary because we're so excited. We're about to go back into in-person service.
That's right.
And Pastor said what was on his heart today is the subject of why do we need church? Why
Yeah.
don't you just start anywhere you want, Pastor? You know, you're a wordsmith and you a preacher's preacher, so I don't have to prime you. Just come on with it, sir.
Well, first of all, thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me. Again, it's an honor to be here, an honor to be back. And so thank you. I really appreciate this invitation. And what a great way to pave the way to this coming Sunday being here. And so, as you can see, I am live. It's been a long day. It's been a long day. I'm still at church. I am live in the sanctuary. I started to do this in my office, and I said, no, let's go back to where the people are going to be. And so I came out to the sanctuary to do this live. I am excited because this Sunday, March the 7th, this Sunday, we are returning back to in-person services. We originally went online around March of 2020. And then we came back in person on Father's Day of 2020. And then in November of 2020, when the positivity rate in Colorado was at 14%, I thought it necessary, and the board of the church thought it was necessary to return to online services. Now, I want to be clear and say we did not have to. We didn't have an outbreak, and there was not, coronavirus was not spreading throughout the congregation. Nothing happened, but we did want to be responsible. We did want to do our part, and I wanted to lead by example, as I was telling people to be responsible and be careful and wear your mask and go only where you need to go. I want to lead by example and do my part in trying to bring this positivity rate down. And so we did that in November. And just a few weeks ago, we had dropped below 4%. We shot our promo. And when we shot our promo, we were at 4%. And now we're below 4%. And so we're coming back this Sunday. I want to encourage everybody that can to get here to this building. And I'll talk about why in a moment, but I want to encourage everybody to get here. I think the thing I want to start by saying is that even though we are coming back, we are prioritizing your health. Your health is what's number one to us, your safety. And we're going to have a great time in God. It's going to be an amazing spiritual experience. But as we do what we can, we will, trust God to do what we can't. And one of the things we can do is be very responsible in the natural. And so I want to just let pastors know and let people know some of the things that we're doing here at Heritage Christian Center. When you arrive, We will ask the COVID questions. We will take everyone's temperature. The reading of the temperature is private. It won't be announced. Nobody else will know. It remains private. Our amazing first responders team will be in the atrium. You'll be greeted by our amazing parking lot team, our amazing greeters out in the parking lot. And so when you come in the atrium of the building, we'll take your temperature. There'll be hand sanitizer. If you do not have a mask, we will have a mask, but we encourage everybody to show up with your own mask. But if you don't have one, we will have one for you. We will seat everybody. We'll bring everybody in from back to front, and we will seat families together, or individuals who came together can sit together. The next person or the next family will sit 6 feet apart. And we have determined that 6 feet is the equivalent to 3 seats. So the next family or next person will sit 3 seats away. There'll be 3 seats between those parties. We will then seat every other row. So not directly behind you. There'll be an empty row behind you, and then every other row after that. We will dismiss from back to front, and we will utilize the center aisle, and the ushers, who do a phenomenal job, will dismiss us all from the rear of the main sanctuary to the front of the main sanctuary. I stay out the entire time because I love smiling and waving and air hugging everybody. And so I'm usually the last person to leave. And so once we do that, we will then begin to exit, our overflow rooms and everything of that nature. This Sunday is First Sunday, so it is Communion Sunday. It's the first Sunday of the month, and every first Sunday we do communion or the Lord's Supper. And so it will be that. You will get that as you come in the building by one of our amazing pastors or elders. They will hand you that. When we get done taking communion, the ushers will step into the empty row with a trash bag, and they'll collect the empty communion and immediately take it and discard it. We're asking everybody, to the best of your ability, to keep your mask up. Now, I know it gets hot and uncomfortable, so if you need to pull it down to breathe and kind of catch your breath, yeah, that's fine. Just make sure you do your best in keeping it up. Once we fill up our sanctuary, we'll go to our overflow rooms, our chapel, our youth rooms, our children's rooms. We'll go to those rooms, and each of those rooms will have ushers and greeters there, and all of the same things that we're doing in the main sanctuary will be done in those overflow rooms as well. And so we are ready. We are ready to come back. You will be safe. Everything is going to be awesome. We sanitize the entire building every day, really. But most certainly, we're sanitizing the building before service and immediately following the service. And so I could go on and on about our sanitation, our sanitizing procedures, but just know that we are 5-star. We are 5-star, and we have the best of everything. And so with that being said, your safety is our number one concern. I'm excited about this Sunday. We do have several pastors throughout the city who will be visiting us on this Sunday, and I'm excited to welcome them to our return back to church. We have gotten major accolades from our governor, from our Mayor Mike Kaufman, in the way that we have set things up, in the way that we're doing things. And many churches and many organizations have called us and come to us for some guidance and some advice on how to open up themselves. And so it's just 5-star all the way around. Bishop Dennis Leonard was always 5-star. I can remember being an employee at Heritage Christian Center 21 years ago. And he gave out a book to the entire staff called 5-Star Church. Mm-hmm. And the whole purpose or premise of the book was, if your church was to be rated like a hotel was rated, what would your church be rated? And so that was a book that changed forever my approach to ministry and my the way I think we ought to present Christ and present ministry. So with that being said, I want to welcome everybody this Sunday to Heritage Christian Center, 14401 East Exposition Avenue, Aurora, Colorado, 80012. One service at 10 a.m. One service at 10 a.m. And that will be that. Hey, everybody. Pastor Marlon Saunders here at Heritage Christian Center in Denver, Colorado. You know, several months ago, we made the decision, not because we had to, but because we wanted to be responsible and do our part. We made the decision to return to online-only church services. We did that because at the time, our positivity rate here in the state of Colorado was at 14%. Well, state of Colorado, you have done your job. You've worn your mask. You've gone only where you need to go. You have adhered to the restrictions that our governor put in place. And as a result, today, our positivity rate is 4%. With that being said, it's time to come back to church. On Sunday, March the 7th at 10 a.m., one service, I'm welcoming everybody back to in-person services right here at Heritage Christian Center. Now, if you worship with us in person the first time, you can testify to what I'm about to say, but Heritage Christian Center really goes out of its way to prioritize your health and safety. So even when we return this time, the same policies, procedures, and guidelines that we had the first time around will still be in place. I cannot even begin to tell you how excited I am to see your face in this place. I cannot wait for all of these seats to be filled. Well, you know, with the social distancing, the 6 feet apart, the every other row, but you get what I'm saying. I cannot wait to see you once again in person Sunday, March 7th at 10 a.m. right here at Heritage Christian Center.